Merry Christmas. The holidays are such an amazing time to spend with friends and family, except for when it isn't. And today, that may be you. Whether you're spending it alone or are with people, but those people make you feel alone anyways, that is tough. I actually spent the last 2 Christmases alone. This one will be my first time in 3 years spending Christmas Day with people, and now I didn't necessarily choose to, circumstances just led to it happening. And to be fair, I did spend Christmas Eve with people, but Christmas Day is the big one, and I was alone for it the whole morning to night. And it ain't easy. I had all this time on my hands and had no idea what to do. I watched YouTube videos, played a game or two, but I kept feeling weird, like this isn't what I was supposed to be doing. So then what was I supposed to do? I mean, genuinely, what would be the right thing to do while being alone on Christmas Day? Well, it's at this point that I'm sure those of you watching had something come to mind, as did something for me. What came to you so quickly may be what feels right, and the answer is probably different for everyone. So what is it I chose to do? Well, I went to the park and sat down on a bench. The park was empty. Everyone was at home celebrating, so there were plenty of seats to choose from. I sat there, no music, no videos, really no phone, and celebrated Christmas. Now, I'm on good terms with all of my family, so of course I miss them. Your circumstances may vary, but in my opinion, what I did that day can be universal. Where families gathered and celebrated each other, I celebrated myself the way I'd want to be celebrated by someone else. Because even if I had no one there, I am still here. But I can't stress enough how there may be more people who care about you than you know, and all that needs to happen is for them to become aware of your situation, to lend a hand. Don't be scared to reach out to people. If you wouldn't want someone to be alone on Christmas, don't forget there are others who would feel the same about you if they had known that. Now look, I'm gonna sound real corny here, and I'm aware of that. I'm just a guy. And I don't have all this life stuff figured out. I won't pretend I do. But I do know that sometimes all it takes is to be able to have someone snap you out of a funk for something to remind you of the clarity you can have when you just exist. I am truly sorry if you are alone, literally or figuratively, on the holidays. But it doesn't have to be like this forever. While I'm a talking head being displayed in the rectangle your eyes are glued to, I truly hope you have a Merry Christmas. The love you can have for yourself can do more than you know. We are all given a crossroads more often than we think, and our actions are dictated by our reactions. Before I continue on though, I want to finally explain to those who may have been wondering why I've been daily uploading for a week. This day being the 7th and final video. There were multiple reasons and I'll get to them, but firstly, it's for this. I wanted to give those who have stuck around and wanted more uploads from me a little present. Daily uploads, no matter what, for a week until Christmas Day. Now, the other reason is that in this new pivot of content, I wanted to find a good reason to force myself to adapt and learn faster. I pushed myself outside of my boundaries and had some pretty late nights in order to get this done. I'm currently filming this video at about 2 a.m., but it was all worth it because I did it. I set my mind on doing this and I did it. Now, I am planning on uploading another video on New Year's, but after that, I'm definitely going to take a breather and readjust the upload schedule. My God, I did it though. And today, you can do it too. I know when one massive thing in your life seems difficult, it can instantly make everything else even more difficult, but you can do it. Don't go big, do something easy. Take a step outside, eat something nutritious, tell someone you love them. Honestly, it doesn't really matter what you do so long as you set it as a goal and do it. Don't be so long-term, be today. And when you can handle today, be tomorrow and then a week. Scale up at your own pace and know that nothing else matters but that you genuinely tried your best. Maybe with all the poor habits you have, it feels hard to do the dishes. Well, then focus on getting those dishes done daily and don't worry about building another habit and overwhelming yourself. I'm not sliding in any jokes this video, and that's intentional. The last 6 videos all had at least a joke or two, but this one is serious. I'm not doing this to gain as many viewers as possible. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure this video will perform the worst out of all the videos I've just put out. But that doesn't matter because I hope the people choosing to watch this video are the ones that will need it the most. Even if it's just one of you, then I made this video for just one person. I think about how truly lucky I am to be in the position I'm in, to have the people I do in my life and the upbringings I happened to go through. This has been a privilege I used to take for granted and sometimes still do. So truly to yourself, with nothing to prove, do you have something you've taken for granted? I've had many times when I felt stuck, as far into the pit of despair I thought I could even go. And you know what pulled me out of it? The people around me. Either I knew I had support and with that knowledge summoned the courage to pull myself out of whatever rut I was in, or the people who cared for me literally helped pull me out of that rut, physically or with words of encouragement. Sometimes all it takes is that shift of perspective. So I'm serious. I'm not trying to build any parasocial relationships here, and I'm not pretending I'm closer to you than I am. I'm just a YouTuber saying things for anyone to listen, and it won't be more than that. The rest is up to you. But I believe in you. I don't say that as a blanket statement. I really do believe in the people who watch this. You've chosen to watch this because it speaks to you, and so I know it to be true. We all just need a push to be told you can do this. So do it. And don't give up. Find motivation in the smaller things, not grandiose ideas that will inevitably crumble from the weight of expectations you put on it. A lot of the time, I know we try to cope with our situations through humor, but I can't stress enough that you can heal. And to that, I am dead serious. If you want company, seek it. If you want to leave a bad situation, find the better path. Don't dwell and instead use this moment to reset and think fresh again. Maybe all you need is a hug. And there will be someone out there who will give you one. Be patient and have faith. It doesn't even have to be a religious faith, but just faith in yourself, that tomorrow you can be the next version of yourself that is grateful for all the work the last version of yourself put in. Today, I'm grateful to be spending time with my family and my friends. I've noticed the older I get, the more important these types of celebrations have become. That as I myself age and the people around me do too, we all gain more responsibilities, and with that comes less free time to just meet up and exist with one another. That is what the holidays have become for me. Birthdays, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and the rest are all just an excuse to continue setting aside free time as if it's a given and regroup with the people who make it all worth living for. You deserve love, and what you put out into the world is what you will get back. If you are always envious of others, you will attract others who are always full of envy. This is the same with hate, but also, of course, with love. People who say that everyone is always so mean, or that's just the way things are living in a constrained world, unaware, whether blissfully or purposefully, of a much larger, happier, and loving world. Find the love, baby. And Merry goddamn Christmas. I'll see you next time.